It's Saturday, May 8th, pandemic year 2. And then some personal news related to that. I am fully vaccinated, although it doesn't mean I'm inviting everyone to come up here just yet. But, freaking bugs. As we saw in my last video, I bought some panels for the roof, and see behind there, one of them is up there. It's up there. It's not totally fastened yet. I pretty much put in the screws that I could get in there by using a ladder from the ground. So I need to get on there, of course, to do the rest of them and to do the rest of the panels. And I want to make sure I do that safely. Because as I've said before, when I did the roof the first time 11 years ago, I laughed because, I don't know, my 27-year-old self was not too safe. My safety was a rope I was holding on to with one hand, picking up, holding in place, drilling, screwing in the panels with the other hand. Did fine. But now, as we've seen, when I've been doing the roof work now, I'm a little smarter. I've got these things attached to a ladder. You hang on the peak and holds a ladder up there. Also have a harness. And I'm going to be adding some permanent anchors on the roof. So I bought a 4-pack of these hooks. It says it can support 600 pounds. To be clear, no, they're not really meant for what I'm going to use them for. They're not really meant for supporting your life on the roof. So, you know, don't do this and say that I said it was all right. I'm putting them up there as a backup. I'm putting them up there to have something permanent that I can leave. So these are going to go on the peak. They'll go even above that panel. There's a little bit of space above it, so that under the ridge cap, before the ridge cap's on, I'll have access to these hooks. And in the future, if I need a little extra support to get up there, I can take the ridge cap off and I'll have these hooks. Just to show you the difference, I keep calling them hooks, they're not really hooks, but it doesn't matter. Show you the difference in an official roof anchor. This is a real one. This is the thing meant for roofing. Although this is very heavy duty, you know, you can trust this when you're several stories up. Whereas if I were to roll off that thing, I'm maybe 10 feet off the ground. It would just suck but not kill me. Now, so for doing the panels, this go around, I'll be using the ladder hanging off the roof. I'll have a backup anchored to those black hooks. If I really wanted to be secure, if my rope was long enough, I suppose I could tie it to a tree on the other side of the roof. I think would be as safe as it gets. And if my obituary were to read that I fell off the roof because I was powerful enough to uproot an 80-foot rock maple, I'm okay with that. One more thing on these black loops, just to be clear. I mean, they support 600 pounds, but really they're going to be as strong as the bolts you put through them. So I've got 2.5 inch, quarter inch diameter lag bolts. So those will be going into the roof, into the rafters, directly into the 2x6s up there. Wouldn't want to do something stupid like just use nails or regular screws. Those will rip out. Before I get to the roof, just want to follow up on my most recent Instagram post. For those of you who follow me, my Instagram is Tracey_Adam. I don't post too often, but I posted a picture of me holding a cluster of frog eggs because they had been laid in the flooded road. I use the term road loosely, but it's mud season, so there's plenty of water in the road, but it's going to start drying up soon, another week or two. So I took the eggs and I moved them over there. So I'll show those. Now I don't know if the eggs need the adults to watch them, but and help them grow to maturity. But over there, I know that there's plenty of frogs have their own eggs, so I figure they'll just adopt them if they need to. I know they're the right kind of frogs. They're leopard frogs in there, and I can't tell. I'm not a biologist. I can't tell just by looking at the eggs that they're leopard frogs, but I kind of saw the frogs swiping right while things were going down, so I know what they are. So I'll just show that little pool of water over there. So this, where I'm going, this is of course what I dug with the excavator, my moat. Dug with the excavator last year. So that always has water in it, even through the winter, although the top froze. But that's where I put the eggs, turn into tadpoles. There's already a bunch of tadpoles in there. And it should be fun to just watch them turn into tadpoles, turn into frogs, make all sorts of noise at night. We've got the ladder hanging there, a couple of these loops installed for backup. Now I think I can start screwing some more things in after I put my harness on, get hooked up. There, all sorts of backups for my life. And if any of you are watching this concerned, like my mom, let me ruin the ending for you. I lived to post this video, so I did fine. Alright, it'll be a lot of tedious work here. Be lucky if I finish this and get one more panel on today, because also I think it's supposed to rain, but it's going to be a lot of measuring, making sure stuff's square, making sure I don't miss this wood when I put the screws in. Alright. With every screw, I am checking by pressing where I make my pencil mark, just to be doubly sure that the wood is below it. totally installed. I need to catch my breath and get another one up here. Gotten into a pretty good flow screwing these in, and the rain hasn't started yet, so I'm actually going to get all 4 panels of these in, and then of course I have to buy more. So probably goes without saying, but the first screw is most challenging because I'm just holding this up here. I have to hold it in with one hand and get a screw in the right place with the other. Then I'll go down to the bottom, square it up, put a few screws in at the bottom. I'm just going to put my dent in here first. Okay, dent in the metal. Screw's going to go where I want. Just need the panel where I want. Go down to the bottom, see how it lines up, and if necessary, I'll redo this. So we're good. Got a screw in on the bottom, we'll do some measuring, put more screws in. There you go, 4 panels, so 3 feet each, 12 feet. It's about a 24-foot roof, so we're halfway there. That's probably going to wrap it up for this video. Don't know if I'll do anything else this weekend, but I think I got enough footage.